Now, I don't know if it was a prophecy from my t-shirt suppliers, Wide Awake Clothing. Links in the bio if you want to buy one. But last night I received this. Cash is freedom. And then underneath it, use it or lose it. Lovely t-shirt. Added to the collection. Links also in the comments. All my other t-shirts are on there as well. But cash is freedom. And today I can prove it once again. I don't want to be in smug corner for this because I want to be wrong. But I have been banging on about how the digital ID is going to be linked to your carbon footprint. It's a Chinese social credit system and it's going to ruin your life. And last week, lovely, I'm sure he's a lovely guy, bloke called Phil. No, Tony, this is because I obviously shared the photo of the carbon allowance on the sandwich. No, Tony, this is just a voluntary thing. It's not going to mean anything. It's just for people that want to find out how they can do things better in life. And, you know,
by them saying it's voluntary or them saying it's optional, of course it is. It's just a test run. They want to see how many people will willingly give up their freedom. How many people will willingly enroll into their system? The rest, they will do it by force. It'll be mandatory. Matter of fact, it won't be mandatory. Let me put it like this. It'll be recommended because they can't really force it. But what they can do is make it where you're not allowed to do anything you were accustomed to. You're not allowed to live within the city pretty much and be a normal citizen without your compliance. That's what they can do. And that's what they will do.
If it helps them reduce their carbon footprint, it's not a compulsory thing. It's not going to be made. It's nothing like that. And, you know, you've got to stop thinking that everything is a conspiracy because, you know, it's not healthy. Except everything is, it's not a conspiracy. It's fucking fact. It's not a conspiracy. Digital ID is not a conspiracy anymore, is it? Because it's happening. So it's not a conspiracy. It's fact. Carbon allowances are no longer a conspiracy. They are fact, as I'm about to prove. Because I woke up this morning to another tag on Twitter from my good friend, Mr. Patrick van der Tallen. Morning, Patrick. And it was a screenshot of a bank account showing carbon allowances. And I thought, oh, Jesus, no, this can't be real. So I scrolled down and somebody had asked Grok, is this real? Yes, it's real. It's a NatWest bank account. Well, I just happen to have a NatWest bank account that I don't use very much, which has worked slightly in my favour, as in I don't have to worry about my carbon allowance because I could just carry on using cash. But it also works in my detriment because I now have a carbon footprint. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, yeah, you're just making this shit up, Tone. So, I've got my trusty iPad. And I'm going to take you through it so you can see exactly what it is I see. If I put that up there like that, right, there's my iPad in the window. Now, obviously, this bit where I put my PIN number in, you ain't going to see this bit, all right? I know I've shared my address on here before, but I'm not that stupid. Right. So, logging in, you go to the main screen, and up the top, again, I'm not going to show you the main screen, it's got my balance on it, which really is the number of the devil. And up the top, it says Home Help, Payments, Insights Apply. So you go to Insights. Right, I've gone to Insights. So at that point, I'll turn you around. Right, here we are. We're on Insights. And it's various loads of crap that you don't really need to know about. But up here, look, my footprint. Click on my footprint. We're estimating your carbon footprint. It's already calculating it. And there it is, look, in black and white. Your estimated footprint is 65 kilos of CO2. I have no idea what that means, and I don't fucking care. But apparently it's like driving from Manchester to Cardiff. I know when Paddy sent his through to me, it was something like driving from Edinburgh to Plymouth. So he's obviously spent more money on his account than I have. Anyway, so you can see that it tells you every month what your carbon footprint is. And then you can view categories. Look at the categories. Bills, eating out, shopping, transport, groceries, fun and leisure, health and beauty, home and garden. They all have their own CO2 allowance, which can only be there so that you can be given a maximum that you can't go over, at which point you won't be able to use your card for that. However, it gets worse because I can tell you right away, the one thing I do use this account for is Sky Bet, right? So my biggest allowance is on fun and leisure. Somehow, me betting on a horse on Sky Bet is killing the planet. Fuck off. Right, so back to insights. If I can get this right. And then my footprint again. And this, right, I'm going to turn the camera on again. Simply because I wish to be facing the camera as I say to you, you remember 5-6 years ago when people like me were saying they want to stop everyone eating meat and they want to stop everyone flying. Remember when we said those two things and we were told they were just mental conspiracy theories? Right, camera around again. Because these are the proposed carbon actions that I can take to save the planet. Ready? Transport. Straight away, we'll see all 5. Reduce short-haul flights. Check your tyre pressure. Sharing your commute. Well, I don't do that. Taking more public transport. I would if it was any good. And there's the bottom one, look. There it is, you dirty milk float bastard.
Drive an electric vehicle. I wonder why they want people to drive electric vehicles instead of fuel-powered or gasoline, petrol, they say in some countries. I wonder why they want people to drive electric vehicles. Have you seen the movie Leave the World Behind? Do you remember when the grid went down, the power grid that is, how all of the Teslas were stuck? They couldn't go nowhere. Do you remember that? It's all about control. When the 15-minute cities drop, because your cities will be turned into 15-minute cities where everything that you need is within a 15-minute proximity from your home. Have you noticed there are more bike lanes on the roads? They want people to ride bikes and walk over being vehicle owners because private vehicle ownership will be eliminated. That's what they want. That's what the WEF said, the World Economic Forum. You eat too much meat, that'll be a problem. Meat is for the elite. They want human beings eating bugs as protein. Oh, you had too much fun. Access denied. Can't have no more fun. Oh, you took one too many trips this year. You can't take no more trips. I know that your family member perished, but sorry, you can't get on a flight to attend the funeral. This is going to be the reality in a couple years for the world.
Drive an electric vehicle. Rather lick me own arsehole. Right, so that ain't happening. Can I go back out of that? Yes, I can. Right, come back out of that. Now this one, look, next down here. Food. You can see the first one already. 6 ways that you can reduce your carbon footprint. Trying Veggie Mondays. Never going to happen. Reduce food waste. Do that anyway. Choosing vegetarian. Hang on, that's the same thing as Monday. 4, buy local British and seasonal produce. Absolutely. 5, choosing mostly plant-based. And then number 6, choosing vegetarian. So 4 out of those 6 suggestions are don't eat meat.
And I wonder why they want people to choose vegetarian or choose a plant-based diet. Could it be because the plant-based diet consists of majority soy products? Could it be because the vegetarian diet consists of what now has been regulated, which is PFAS, the forever chemical, increases your chances of getting sick and being ill and being unalived? Look it up. It's been in our drinking water. It's in non-stick pans. And now what Trump has done is, after them doing research on how hazardous and toxic PFAS is to the human body, how it could cause infertility issues, how it could cause cancer, how it could cause your kids to be delayed, etc., they will regulate that. And now it'll be used on your vegetables. Instead of us reducing it and trying to eliminate it, we're going to regulate it. And now we're going to say, in order to reduce your carbon footprint, these are the foods that you should eat. In other words, we want to unalive you.
And you're telling me that this is just some weird conspiracy theory I've come up with? It's there. It's on the screen in front of you. You can see it. Eat plant-based stuff. What, 500 chemicals in a bag? You're all right, thanks. I'll stick with me grass-fed cow. Shopping. Buy second-hand shop. Second-hand fashion, unless you're, of course, you're buying a T-shirt. That's fine. So there you have it. It's all there in beautiful Technicolor. Everything that I've been banging on about for the last 6 years turns out is already on my banking app. It's already set up, like the sandwich last week. And what does it involve? Eating bugs and going nowhere. Exactly like Agenda 30 that was set out by the UN 10 years ago. And there it is. It's there for everyone to see. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that's just for fun. And NatWest have spent all that money developing that app for a bit of fun. Have they fuck? It's entirely deliberate. It'll be on every banking app sooner or later. I haven't checked the other ones yet. I'm too busy being outraged about this one. I can't be outraged about two things at once. Says on my T-shirt, cash is freedom. It's never, ever been more important than right now.
I said more than enough. No reason to get information overload. I want y'all to look into this. Do your homework on it. Look into PFAS being regulated to be used as a pesticide on our vegetables. Look into carbon footprint trackers. Do your research on carbon emissions and the social credit score system. That's what I advise y'all to do if you're not familiar. That way you're prepared for what's to come, or you at least have the information and you can spread it to other people as well, because a lot of people are asleep at this time and you might have to be the spokesman to get through to them. You might have to be the one to bring the family together so y'all can start living off the grid. Who knows? I appreciate y'all for watching. Peace to my Hebrew fam. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.